Okie dokie. We're going to be talking about Farage. This is going to be one for the Gazelle. Here we go. Well, say hello, Gazelle, very quickly, because we want to move on this. Come on.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Farage special.
Indeed. Well, knowing that you're standing for reform in Warrington North, bit of a plug there. There we go. But there you are.
I certainly am, sir. Thank you for that.
Okay. Statsman, the man that's got the facts. Is he definitely faster than me? Because if you sit on the fence on this one, that means that you're going to have a Mickey Mouse voice on this recording.
Well, I'm going to do Keir Starmer impression again and get some splinters in my bum.
Hello, Pluto.
Good thinking, good thinking.
Yeah. Well, the big news. Trevor, open up. Tell us what it is all about. Go ahead.
Well, I should imagine half of the planet of seeing it with the publicity he's got. That Nigel Farage has decided now, he bent under pressure because he felt he was letting everybody down, and he has decided to stand in Clacton in the general election.
Why Clacton? I mean, you know.
Well, it's a winnable seat because don't forget, what's his name? Carswell was there, and he was the MP for Clacton. So it's basically just digging up old roots. Okay. And I think it's a good move because I've looked at one of these Servian immediate polls and they've got him out sort of 5 or 8% ahead at the moment.
Oh, really? I can't. I'm like sitting here in amazement because there's so much bad publicity come out, like him being splashed over with a banana milkshake.
Yeah, that's all wrong. That you shouldn't do that to anybody. I don't care. I mean, that could have been anything. That so being on the receiving end of it, you don't know what's in that carton. So that's not good for anybody. That I don't agree with that.
I think that young lady who did that should be arrested. I think he should prosecute her.
She has been arrested.
Oh, brilliant. Super duper. Arrested.
Yeah. Now, we need to find out what happens with her, but I don't think it'll be much. But there's a lot of things flying around the press on about a depraved lefty who threw that on him. And I will be, just say, I'm being right at the coalface on this. Obviously, I've got
with your very good friend, Mr. Farage.
Yeah, certainly am. Me and Nige, we've been seen in the papers together quite a few times. And
convicted felons, one and all.
Felons, yes. And I must say that within sort of, I'd say, I don't know, within an hour on the nation builder that I'm connected to, obviously for Warrington North.
Shh, don't give away your secrets. And I was only joking then. None of you are felons. Go ahead.
But the membership just started to go ding dong. I couldn't believe it. The difference that one decision makes. Yeah, one decision. Amazing.
And him coming out. What made Tice stand down? What do you think? What do you think it was?
My own personal view on this, I haven't got anything on the grapevine, but my own personal view on this is that, as we know, Nigel is probably the best political orator in modern day politics. I mean, whether you like him or not, whether you like him or you don't like him or whatever. And don't forget, with him taking over as leader for the next 5 years, that gets him into the debates. Any debates that they're going to be allowed into, he will be taking the debate other than Richard.
Yeah, I get it. There's nothing wrong with Richard. You know, I mean, the guy knows his business.
Yes, no, I'm not saying that. And
no. What are you, a Mr. In-Between?
I think he's done an excellent thing there by actually standing down and saying, yes, Nigel.
No personalities,
I think
no
that's
egos.
For the good of, I think that's for the good of the country. That must have taken some doing that because Rich has been running it for the last sort of 18 months, 2 years. You know.
Hey, can we go over to stats? Statsman, what are you going to say about that?
I actually think it's a really good move by Reform, what they've done, to be honest. Mm-hmm. He's a big name, isn't he, Farage?
Do you not think it was prompted by the rally with Tommy on Saturday?
I reckon that definitely had something to do with it. I do honestly think he was probably feeling a little bit, as he said, he was letting people down in a way. You know, you've got Trump standing, he's got all these candidates for reform, you've had a rally on, everyone's trying to, do something, and he's just saying, oh, it's too late. So I think there's a few factors, really. But yeah, I think he's seen what's happened on Saturday and he's thought, I'm having some of this too. But it's a good move, as I say. He's a big name. He's got a good record in politics, especially influencing various elections and things. So I think it's a really good move, yeah.
What about the consequences of him doing what he's done? Because he won't be going to America now to support Trump.
Does he really need to? I don't think Nigel Farage is going to change the American election at all in any way. So,
well, you don't
I
think
think he's better off here. No, I think he could influence this election more than he'll ever influence anything over there.
Well, I think he went down very well with the Conservatives over in America. I saw some of the conferences and some of the speeches he made, and he was extremely well received.
Oh, he was, but I just don't think if you asked all the Americans who weren't going to vote for Trump, will you vote for him if Farage is supporting him? I don't think they're going to say, oh,
I understand.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah. Don't think it's going to make much difference, but...
Go ahead, Trevor.
Yeah, I mean, just...
The Reform candidate for Warrington North, the man that should be chosen... Yes. What do you think, Mega? Make England great again?
I mean, within the last hour or so, I don't know if you've seen the reports, the breaking news, that apparently there's about 6 Conservative MPs on the brink. This is, again, just after the Farage announcement. 6 Conservative MPs, and one of them is a household name.
Whoa! You mean like Barrett's?
Barrett's that are just about... to Red Row, and there are other builders, and they are just about to move across to Reform UK. So watch this space.
Wow. Well, they're all worried for the positions. Go ahead, Mark.
Oh, they're definitely worried. I listened to an interview Farage did before. Sorry, I can't remember what it was on.
Fake cons, you were calling them. Fake cons.
Oh, they are fake cons. Yeah, he's said that a few fake cons had rung him up and basically begged him not to stand against them. He said he was getting quizzed quite a bit on have they been in touch with you to do any deals and stuff, because he said the other week, didn't he? What have they ever done for me? What have they done for me? What are they going to do for me? It's more of a rhetorical question, he said. But he said he's had some calls from some fake cons who seem to have some squeaky bums. And then he revealed that he doesn't want to join the Conservative Party. Well, not as it is now. He'd like to take it over.
Nobody would want to join the Conservative Party because they are fake conservatives. They have done nothing but destroy this country over the past 14 years.
You see, I think taking it over would be a good idea in the future because they've got the infrastructure. Everything's there, isn't it? It's all in place. But again, it's that name. It's tarnished now, isn't it? I think he should carry on keeping this guy, whatever he's doing now, a new movement in politics, as he says. But
are you taking a tip from Farage for your speeches, any of your debates? I hear that Radio 5 are after you to come on and do some things.
Yes, they certainly are, sir. It's about children. And I actually thought it was about the voting age, but no, they've clarified it today. It's not about the voting age. It's about using iPhones and the modern technology, the
social media
on the children.
Social media.
Not social media, yeah, the effect that it's having on children. So I'll have a sit down and have a good think about that because this is a good subject to cover.
Well, you are going to be out and about, aren't you?
I'm out and about. I'll be starting as quickly as I can. I've got some leaflets that are going out as soon as possible, and I need to buy some merchandise, and we'll be out and about within, hopefully, the next 7 days.
By merchandise, do you mean beer and wine, things like that?
Yes, I mean,
yes, we're going. We'll support you.
Stella, we need Peroni. And these things are not cheap. You know, I've got a fundraise to get these.
That's right. That's right. Okay, well, there you go. That's our take on what's going on with Farage at the moment. We think that it's a good thing that he's done it. We would love to see other people of like mind be allowed to join with Reform. I mean, there was a question put on Twitter about that. So let's start thinking about it because everybody of like mind needs to come together. So I'm calling it there. And we're going to say it's Farage's day today because he did hit the headlines, didn't he?
Well, he's certainly stirred things up. He's made it, as he puts it, more gingerly.
More gingerly?
Yeah, I can't say that, obviously, for obvious reasons in Warrington North. But, yes, I agree with him there.
Why, are there a lot of gingers out there or what?
I can't say anything, sir.
Well, I can. I've not noticed too many gingers, but I noticed that there's one ginger on here with us. Isn't that right, Stats? Why are you looking away?
Where?
Ginger. Okay. Well, just say goodbye. Goodbye.
I'd say it was great, to be honest, but yeah.
Goodbye, everybody. And don't forget, if you're in Warrington North, vote Trevor Nicholls for Reform UK.
That's right. That's right.